If you thought the housing market was expensive, it got worse. Despite higher interest rates, record low affordability, and a 60% chance of recession, the housing market is now $2 trillion more expensive.
Alarmingly, the United States is on the verge of a massive housing disaster if current trends continue. So, how do you think the government addresses the growing federal deficit and higher interest rates' impact on the national debt? Despite over a year of high interest rates, the U.S. economy has demonstrated amazing toughness, defying forecasts of a recession. However, the Federal Reserve has yet to totally combat inflation, and the economy's strength may represent a long-term trend rather than a phase of the economic cycle. Many market players now expect that interest rates will remain elevated for a lengthy term. This condition has prolonged a succession of obstacles in the housing market, essentially putting it in suspended animation. The housing market is experiencing issues such as rising property prices, slowing sales of existing homes, cautious sellers, and limited supply due to underbuilding in the 2010s. These variables have conspired to create an affordability problem, which is unlikely to be resolved by a drop in housing prices or reduced mortgage rates. Instead, rising salaries may eventually restore affordability. The housing market's issues extend beyond affordability. Higher interest rates have also led to a widening government deficit, with interest payments on the national debt at record highs. Home prices in the United States are currently at all-time highs, making them less affordable than they were at the peak of the 2006 housing bubble, following a 40% surge during the pandemic. But why are existing house sales so low, similar to those witnessed during the global financial crisis? Buyers are waiting for prices to fall, while sellers are unwilling to offer their homes in order to lock in low mortgage rates before the fastest, most aggressive rate hike cycle in 4 decades. Do you guys think that the housing supply will finally recover in 2024? Sadly, the country is currently experiencing a severe housing crisis, and the outlook is dark. Pending home sales, a leading sign of future existing home sales, are slowing. Adding to the pressure, there are few properties for sale, making the search for housing even more difficult. This tendency is expected to continue, encouraged by homeowners who locked in record-low mortgage rates during the pandemic and are now willing to stay here for the long term. As a result, the housing market resembles musical chairs, with fewer possibilities for individuals looking for a new place to live. According to NAR, purchasers expect to live in their homes for a median of 15 years. People are living longer lives, which contributes to the shortage of available housing. Builder confidence in the market for newly built single-family homes has lately fallen due to high financing rates for both builders and purchasers, resulting in the biggest affordability crisis in more than a decade, according to the National Association of Home Builders. On a more optimistic note, Blake Blahud, a Florida-based realtor, believes inventory constraints will ease significantly in 2024. He predicts that the big shift in inventory will occur between 2025 and 2026, when mortgage rates are expected to fall low enough to encourage homeowners to sell and relocate to more desirable living situations. Blahut forecasts a significant inventory shift when mortgage rates return to about 5%. To summarize, the U.S. housing market is at a critical moment. Action is required to avoid a forthcoming recession, which could have far-reaching consequences for individuals and the economy. Do you believe the government could step in to resolve this issue? Will this affect everywhere in the world? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more information on this important topic.